It's Friday, and that means it's 7:02 Unplugged.
I'm very excited today in studio. We have Brian Temba. Welcome. How are you?
I am good. Thank you very much for having me.
Are you good? Oh, I think let's just check if your mic is on.
Is my mic on?
Let's just check if his mic is on. As Celeste said, we blame everything on load shedding. So let's try this again. Brian, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
I'm very good. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
No, it's such a pleasure to have you. You're so talented. You've been in the industry for a long time and you just keep growing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever think that it was going to get this far for you as an artist?
In all honesty, no. No. When I started with my singing, I was just singing at home. Just that.
Yes.
It ended there because when we grew up, the arts were never a priority.
Yes.
Even to our parents. You can never sing or act. Where are you going? Why are you doing that? Stay home, be a doctor or be a lawyer or be a teacher. That's all we knew. So when I discovered music, I think I was at church by then, and I was just playing around until they ordered me to actually sing in church. And I had never sung in front of anyone. So you can imagine the nerves, you can imagine everything that was going through my head.
What song did you sing that first?
I don't remember.
You were just like, let me get through this.
I needed to just get through
it.
But, I developed and it was great training ground.
Yes.
And for me, then I started discovering there's groups that I can sing with. Oh my God, there's people who sing amazing. Let me join groups. I sang with groups, singing in church choirs and all of those things. And then I saw Family Factory and I was like, oh my God, there's people who sing like angels.
Yes.
I need to sing with them.
And what was that experience like for you? From
ridiculous.
seeing them to being,
being part of it. I think, one thing that I always say is that if you put your mind to something or if you write down, I always used to write down everything that I wanted. And the minute I discovered those people, I was like, next year, I want to sing with them. And that actually happened.
Yes.
For me, it was just like, I didn't know. I mean, we heard American music and they were just like amazingly singing. And when I heard Joyous Celebration and Family Factory, I was like, it can't be. If there is people like that, and they actually came to our church, so I was like, okay, I know that they're real.
Yes.
So I need to join them.
You knew there was nothing happening in studio. They were legitimately able to sing.
Yeah. Okay. And I said, I'm going to join them. Luckily, they actually heard me sing as well.
Yes.
So Vicky Villegas was like, oh, he's amazing. And the next year, she was actually looking for me.
Sure.
To be one of her backing singers. I was like, what? Look at God.
Look at God, indeed. Shall we start out with your first song? Would you like to introduce what song you're going to sing for us?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to sing Dominoes.
Okay.
Because that's the first song that I ever broke out with. So I'm going to sing that for everybody.
This will take everybody back, definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Brian Temba is in studio with us. He's going to open out with a song that broke him into the South African industry. It's called Dominoes. If you're stuck in traffic because of the load shedding, this is the part of the show where we really take care of you so that no matter what happens, whether the traffic lights are working or not, whether, and you're in your car, hopefully this is just going to make your trip home a lot easier.
7:02 Unplugged. Don't miss a beat.
Said I never needed love. Something I was certain of. Didn't need it getting in the way. My defenses over time built around this heart of mine. I was sure my thoughts would never change. Then you came slowly under what I thought I knew. Unguarded, I gave up the fight. So you win my regards. They fell down just like dominoes. They fell like dominoes. They fell down just like dominoes.
Yay. That's Brian Temba. He's our 702 Unplugged guest for this afternoon. I'm sure that you were smiling as you were stuck in load shedding, which is, I'm just glad that we're able to just soothe people on as they go home. Now, Brian, let's just talk a bit about the R&B genre within South Africa. It's always been this whole situation of authenticity. Is it South African enough and such? But you've managed to circumvent that and to still have a successful career regardless.
Yes,
let's talk a bit about that.
Look, I've seen struggles as far as my genre is concerned. The funny thing is that the people actually love the music. The thing that we obviously need to do is go out there to the people to actually perform for them. And even if we have to do free shows, we have to do that because they love the music. They love the experience as well. But what I've seen is that depending on what sound is popular at the moment, and at the moment we know that gqom is popular, house is popular, hip hop is popular. So a lot of places play that. You look at on TV, that's what's played. So R&B gets pushed in the back burner a little bit. But I believe that there's a need. There's a huge need for R&B music because there's people like Afro Traction, Kabomu, there's Njabulo Nene who are just incredible at what they do, and people want that. There are struggles as far as the genre. I won't lie about that, and that stems from record companies to radios playing our music and all of those things. But I believe that there's time when people will say, we want that soft music, we want that heartfelt music. Everybody wants that.
Definitely. And now just talking about record companies and such, the music industry has changed so much. Where now as artists you can be in control of your career if you don't have a record label. And sometimes there've been cases where people just do so much better when they don't have a record label. For you, what are your thoughts around the way that social media has impacted the music industry and the whole digital era? How has it changed the way that you have to make your music?
I think social media and just the internet generally has given us power, as artists and as record company. I can be my own record company and actually release my music under my record company. But now, one thing that we don't look at is that if you're independent, there's a lot of money that comes with it that you need to spend on your own. So we find ourselves not having capital because it's like a business. Any type of business, when you start a business, you have to have capital. If you don't have capital, there's probably people that can sponsor you. There's probably companies that can come on board and sponsor you. But it's quite rare, especially like I'm saying that, the genre that's popular right now are the other ones that I've mentioned. So it's quite rare that somebody comes on board and says, I will come on board and sponsor you so that you can, you can play your music around the country or even around the world. But it happens. It really happens. So for me, it's been that it's been a bit difficult because I was acting and music as well. So one thing that I'm doing now is music full time. So it means I need to go out there, perform for people, create shows for people to come through and listen to the music.
Was the decision to do music full time because you wanted to just from a creative perspective, or because of time issues? What was the
music is my first love. It's definitely my first, and I believe that's what I'm very good at. So I decided if I stay on TV any longer, I'm going to put the music in the back burner and I'm not going to do music anymore. Because even now people are saying, man, why are you not in music anymore? And I'm like, but I've never left music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that because they see me on TV now and they don't see me doing a lot of shows or on TV as a singer.
And now just to go back to what you had mentioned about how when you're a musician, you have to kind of think of yourself as a business, right? And you need startup capital. So for somebody who's perhaps not in the music industry, what sort of things are you paying for? Because people may think, just go record, sing, what's wrong? Go on social, that sort of thing.
No.
Get 1 million followers or whatever. But what sort of what money are the first few investment steps that are needed for a successful music career?
definitely the first thing that we need, or that somebody would need who wants to be in the industry, you'd need studio time, and that needs to be paid for. You know, some people actually put together their own studio, so they record from home, so it's minus costs. You know, you need studio time. You need to be able to get a PR agent. At least I have mine here. You need management. And all of those are
and just
costs.
to mention, they're on retainer, so it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
There's no like work for free, my friend.
No, there's never work for free.
Yeah.
So all of those things are costly. You need studio time. You need image consultants. Well, sometimes we just waiver that, but you need stylists and because you need to know what kind of brand you are and how you want to present yourself, and that's costly as well. You need a manager to make sure that they take care of your affairs. You need a lawyer, in case you get a record deal, and then but cost-wise, studio time is important. Videos, they're important. The kind of songs and the producers that you need to get are very important, and all of those need to be paid for. Should
we introduce your next song and then you sing it? What song?
My next song is called Angege from my new album.
Zizwa ngiphelelwa amandla ma ngibona ubuso bakho ngeke lungeme ngaphila phandle kwakho noma usuku lodwa nje ngiphi ithuba mntwana ngichazele bika udaba lwami ngishele ngalibona uthando ubhalwe emehlweni nami ngiyafuna ngiyakomela Linga get to my baby, no. Linga get glimmers and twana. Linga get copas, baby. Oh, yeah. Utano njengolo aminawe. Uyazlu ingwasana nje. Asiego kudlala umajaha stop. Ngifuna wena wedwa nje. Emandulo kathanda sebangani wena uthunyisa inkwanga sekhaya da mina ngikushela ngosweetie Linga kabanza baby. Oh, angenge. Oh, angenge. Angenge baby. Yeah. Baby, come on, oh, got to be some baby, Linga get to myself, oh, Linga get to myself, baby, got to be some Linga get to myself, baby.
Gagging clappers, baby. Oh, and gagging.
That's Brian Temba. The song is taken off his new album, UnABC, which is unapologetic, unbreakable, uncensored. Brian, we almost have no time left. I'm going to let you do at least the first parts of your last song.
702 Unplugged.
Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Brian Temba world.
702.
Sit back and enjoy the ride with us. Come on.
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Yeah, listen. Trying to find the words to tell her how I feel inside. Yeah. Reading poetry. 'Cause I don't know how to explain this heart of mine. Never wrote a song without a melody. Oh, but right now it feels like love. But I'm not sure 'cause Cupid never once shot me. Calling to you, heart and let it in. Living, oh, hey, life not worth living. I'll shut the door when love has been waiting to enter in. But love's a stranger. See, I don't know her 'cause I don't think we've met before. Each night when I pray that God will send a shooting star of love my way. Each morning when I wake, I think He's answered me because I see your face. Oh, heart and let it in. Living without true love. Hey, life not worth living. To you, heart and let it in. Living without true love. Life's not worth living. Running so fast, I miss love. You slowed me down. Love caught up. I don't know where I would be if you hadn't opened the book. Showed your love to me, that's why. Yeah. Oh, heart and let it in. Oh, yeah. Life not worth living. Oh, yeah. Calling out to you. Heart and let it in.
That is Brian Temba in the back, and it is 702 Unplugged.